We didn't sleep that night. At least, that was the plan. My husband dragged a chair to the middle of the room and sat facing the corner. I stayed on the bed, watching him watch the pot. The room felt different when you knew you were waiting for something. Every sound felt louder. Every silence, heavier. The pot sat exactly where we left it. Still. Quiet. Almost normal. We checked everything again. The door was locked. The windows were closed. Nothing moved. So we waited. And waited. At some point, my eyes started to feel heavy. I told myself I would just close them for a second. The next thing I remember, my husband shaking me. "Morning," he said. I sat up immediately. "Did you see anything?" He shook his head. "Nothing. No sound. No movement. Just the same locked room." But when I turned to the corner, my stomach dropped. The pot wasn't empty. And this time, it was more than before. Not something small. Not something to ignore. Something had clearly changed. I stood up quickly. "This is not possible." My husband didn't respond immediately. He walked closer, stared into it. Then stepped back slowly. "We didn't sleep," he said. "I know." That was the moment everything shifted. We stopped explaining. We stopped joking. We just looked at each other, knowing something wasn't right. By afternoon, my husband spoke again. "Someone must have access to this house." I agreed, because it was the only thing that still made sense. We started listing people. The neighbor. The repairman. Even the security boy. But every explanation failed the moment we looked back at the room. Locked. Untouched. Still wrong. That evening, I called my older sister. She had helped with the wedding. She was someone I trusted. When I told her everything, she went quiet. Then she asked softly, "Are you sure it's not someone close to him?" I didn't answer. But that question stayed with me. That night, I looked at my husband differently. Not fully trusting. Not fully doubting. Just unsure. We locked the door again. Checked the windows twice. Then we sat in silence. Watching. Waiting. Around 1:40 a.m., my husband leaned closer. "If nothing happens tonight, tomorrow we go to your sister," he said. "I think we're starting to imagine things." I nodded. But I wasn't listening properly anymore. Because something felt off. The pot didn't feel like it was just sitting there anymore. It felt present. Then suddenly, my husband stiffened. "Did you hear that?" he whispered. I frowned. "Hear what?" He didn't answer. He was staring at the pot. Nothing had moved. But something had changed. He stood up slowly. "I think I heard." He stopped. Just like that. As if the words had been taken from him. I called his name. "What is it?" No response. He was still standing. But now he wasn't looking at me. He was looking at the pot. Completely still. "Babe," I said again. Nothing. Then I noticed his hand. Slowly, it began to move. Not like he chose to. But like something was pulling it. "Stop," I said quickly, stepping toward him. But before I reached him, he whispered. So quietly I almost didn't hear it. "It's calling me." And in that moment, I understood something I couldn't ignore anymore. We were no longer waiting for something to happen. Something had already started. Stay for part 3. Some answers come at a cost.